So I want to share this. It was maybe 10 years ago. Me, my daughter, and our abuser, the Syrian Lebanese Iraqi abuser, we are heading to his friend's house where they exploit children over there. So Hrair Zakarian is our abuser, the pedophile, the America's favorite pedophile. America's favorite pedophile. America told him, if you do not exploit your daughter to us, we will deport you back to Syria or Iraq or Lebanon. I'm not sure which one was his country because his passport is saying Iraq. People say he was born in Syria, and he said he grew up in Lebanon. There's so much going on, right? So America's favorite pedophile who is selling his own daughter to America's allied governmental agencies. Since my daughter was a baby, he was trafficking her, and the American government said, if you do not traffic her to us, we will deport you back to Syria. And then he started doing that. So we are heading to his friend's house. His name is Hrair Zakarian, but we are heading to his friend's house. His friend's name is Hrair Zakarian, who is also a pedophile, very wealthy. And when you are wealthy, when you are a child trafficker, you are protected in America. That's the rule. American protection goes to perps, goes to pedophiles, child traffickers. Wealthy people basically can do whatever they want, and they are being protected and loved, such as Hrair Zakarian, a judge who is protecting Hrair Zakarian, who is a pedophile, raping children, selling children. Even FBI protects him. Imagine the American. These people are mentally ill. Mentally ill is a nice way to describe how sick these people are. And they don't want to acknowledge that child trafficking is a terrorism. That is the only terrorism, child trafficking. And that America's logo. America has a logo. I have never heard of this type of things. I have lived in Russia. I have lived in Middle East. I have lived in, by the way, Switzerland is also West. The West is a pedophilia land. In Switzerland, I met 6 pedophiles, and they are legally doing pedophilia. Legally, I met a guy. He told me he was a lawyer. He seems like he has some money. I don't know what kind of a lawyer he was. He was a pedophile. Walking around with a child, and that child had very strange scars on his mouth. And in Switzerland, pedophiles, and these are white people, freedom. It's legal in Switzerland, pedophilia. And all these old German women in Switzerland, all these old women are obsessed with Islamic young immigrants. I was staying in refugee camps, so a lot of young immigrants, Islamic, and this old woman who work there, very obsessed, because they are looking for attention they have never had in West. Women don't know what love is. Let me finish about Hrair Zakarian, and then I'm gonna come and tell you about this story in Switzerland. So Hrair Zakarian, also Lebanese, Syrian, Iraqi, he comes from that side. a wealthy guy who is sleeping around with children in America. So we went to his house. Harut Orion took me and my daughter to his house. When my daughter went there, she said, Mom, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I'm like, what happened, Mom? The energy is so demonic. She said, I start having some memories. She said, I said, what do you mean memories? I saw some woman in the kitchen, and I'm asking that guy, do you have anybody else in the house? He's telling me no. I don't know, he was lying or some demonic stuff happening in his house because of child trafficking in his house. My daughter said, Mom, this house reminds me of something very terrifying. I saw somebody in the kitchen. I feel very bad. I feel sick in my stomach. Mom, let's go, let's go. She started crying, and I'm like, something happened to my daughter in his house. I'm sure he was one of them who raped my daughter in his house. And American government loves pedophiles and child traffickers, and they get all the protection in the world, right? So now let's go. I will tell you these white people and their human trafficking, the pedophilia in West, also in Switzerland, which is very legal. Again, I met 5-6 pedophiles in Switzerland. They were never arrested. They were walking. I saw one walking with a child 24/7. He's with that child, and something was very disturbing. He was telling me some stories. I don't know what he was telling me is the truth, but he was a pedophile, and you can tell. And I met another doctor who was a pedophile, another guy who was a pedophile, and these people are walking in freedom. And in Switzerland, pedophilia is legal, and even though they say no, that it is legal, it's very legal. So that was sick and demonic also. And I have a video that I'm gonna post about why the West is so demonic. Okay, so in Switzerland, these women are very attracted to these young refugee Islamic boys who stay in a Swiss refugee camps. Swiss refugee camps are full of 95% Muslims, 5% transgender and lesbians. I haven't seen one person who truly need protection. I did not meet one single person who need protection. 95% are Muslims. I would say 1% few Christians. They say they are Christians, but I don't know. And the rest are transgenders. And this 95% Muslims, they have a lot of young boys and girls, and in these refugee camps they have sexual activities with these German workers. I was staying in a German site, a lot of German women over there, old, very old women who are attracted to Afghani boys, having sexual relationship. You know how they are so miserable and looking for attention. Everything I'm saying is the truth, guys. I'm not exaggerating or anything like that. And the refugee camps are extremely dangerous because of these Islamic people, like Pakistani, Afghanistani, Somali, Turkish, Kurdish, Azerbaijani, Syrian, Lebanese, Iraqi, from Iran, Iraq, whatever, however you say it. Yeah, everybody from these places, and Nigerians, who are also very dangerous people. Congo, the most, all the murderers, all the criminals are getting refugee protection. I was shocked. especially the Islamic ones. And oh my gosh, that was again this so in Switzerland they don't give birth that much. People don't get married. You know, white people and Western culture don't get married and make children. Um, women and men, you don't know the difference. In West in America also, women look like men, men look like women, and when you say a comment, they want to kill you for that, but that's the truth. And as a Christian, I don't accept that, and I don't want my children to be raised like they torture my other daughter, brainwashing her as if she's a transgender. And this is done in America. My daughter is not transgender. She was a girl. I raised her as a girl. She looked like a girl, very feminine. This is American culture, the Western culture, pedophilia, and how they confuse the gender of children after abusing these children. Why there are a lot of gay and lesbian and LGBT and these people in America because of sexual abuse. People, they think they are lesbians or gay or transgender because of the sexual abuse in Western culture. So they did that same. They kidnapped my daughter legally, sex labor trafficking her, and I'm not sure if my daughter has her kidneys and her organs available. She's not with me. I haven't seen her 5 years. And they were raping, torturing her, sex labor trafficking her. Her father is the pedophile trafficker. American government is supporting him, and because they raped my daughter. So, and he's the pimp, trafficker. Even FBI knows that, and they support that. That's why they want to get rid of me. They poison me and my little one. They are 24/7 after us at school, other places. I know the American culture. I live in America 20 more years, and I know their thinking, mentality, how they lie. And I know when all this news that I watch is a lie about these shootings and things, all bullshit. Okay, I don't believe the history, the news. I don't believe in politics, in history, in the news. History is a lie. No, Columbus didn't find the land America. I don't believe in this bullshit, okay? I don't want to believe it. I think COVID was a hoax because there was no disease as COVID. There is always a virus, but these viruses are everywhere. It's just not, COVID wasn't something special. And I'm a free thinker, right? I'm a free thinker, and I don't believe in the news and in the history. And I don't believe in these shooting stories. It's all made up because they want to do something. I know that. I know the American people and their culture and all the drama. Columbus found America, right? It was Columbus, right? Right. I don't believe in that. America is a stolen land. America is a demonic world built on slavery. I have a video that I'm gonna post how demonic America is. Even if you go to the most beautiful side, even if you go to Hawaii, right, how demonic the energy is because of so much crime and child exploitation. That's the land of America. That's pornography was created in America. And we as Christian people, we don't accept this type of things. We don't want our children to be confused about their sexuality. And I'm a Christian. So, yes, guys, this woman, oh man, in Switzerland, they don't make children, they don't get married, and they are very, how you say that, these women, they are looking for young Islamic boys to to receive some sexual activities and love because their own men don't give them that. Even in America, that's why women look like men, men look like women. Come on, and that's the truth. Are you gonna kill me for that? Thank you, Jesus. If you're gonna kill me for that, I say thank you, Jesus, because God created men. If you have balls, you don't have. You are a man. If you have a vagina, then you are a woman. That's it. It's as simple as that. Well, you can do whatever you want, right? Not my problem. But I'm saying what I have the freedom of will, free will, freedom of speech, right? And if you're gonna kill me for that, thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna die as a soldier of Jesus Christ. Okay, this woman, I still can't, like this German old woman and Swiss old woman, how desperate they are for love and attention because their own men are attracted to children. Them also attracting, the women also are very attracted to young Afghani boys in Switzerland. It's like sick and demonic. I was in a cathedral in Switzerland. It's a very beautiful museum. There was demonic laughing and voices in these cathedrals. Imagine, it should be a church, right? A holy place, but everything was so demonic. How demonic. Also, Switzerland is also built on slavery. Go read the story of Switzerland, what they did to children. Oh Lord. But I never felt this when I was in United Arab Emirates. I had so much freedom, safety, security, and peace. The demonic was less. There was not, I didn't feel any demonic energy over there, but in America it's super extremely high. America is the Babylon, Babylon, Babylon.